Hello guys, this is Mishako H, and in the last two videos we have been looking at Java primitive data types, and we have already discussed the type integer, so we still have to discuss the floating point, the characters, and the boolean. In this video we are going to discuss the floating point types. Floating point numbers are also known as real numbers. They are used when evaluating expressions that require fractional precisions. There are two kinds of floating point types, which are float and double. The float represent single precision numbers, while the double represents double precision numbers. That's why they both have different width and ranges. For example, the double has a 64-bit width while the float has a 32-bit width. So let's start by looking at float. The type float specifies a single precision value that uses a 32-bit of storage. Single precision is faster on some processors and take half as much space as double precision, but will become imprecise when the values are either very large or very small. Variables of the type float are useful when you need a fractional component, but you don't need a large degree of precision. For example, when you're specifying something like temperature, something like currency, so float is very good for you because you just need probably 3 decimal points. For example, $15.25, the cents just uses 2 decimal points, so float is very good for that. However, when you need a high precision number or very many decimal points, you need to have or to use a double because the float will be out of bound. So double precision, as denoted by the keyword double, uses 64-bit to store a value. When you need to maintain accuracy over many iterative calculations or are manipulating large valued numbers, double is the best choice that you can employ. Let's now head over to Eclipse and do a program to demonstrate the floating point types. Okay, so we are now in the Eclipse environment compiler, and click File, New, Java project, and then we will call it floating points, and click Finish. And then from there you just drop it down and open the source, right click, click new class, and we will also call it floating points demo. Then I'll ask you to generate the public static void main method for me and click finish. So next time I launch Eclipse, this is what you'll find. I hope you memorized or you were able to put in mind how to create a project and class this far. So we are demonstrating floating points and doubles. Okay, so I want you to declare three variables of the type float. So we are going to do declarations in the next video and in the next few videos when we reach variables. So I just want you to type along. So this way R, so R for radius, and then pi, and we have area. So we are going to make a simple program that calculates the area of a circle. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to assign R is equals to, let's say, 7.0. okay, and you see the error because it's expecting a double, not a float. So pi is equals to, I want to copy a very big pi, so you can just search in Google pi and it will give you the formula of pi, just like that. So you can see also this one has an error, and it's because it's expecting the type float, so we can just cast. Okay, so just click or hover your mouse around it and move add cast, so you can add this thing. Same thing for this, add cast. So now if we say area is equals to pi times r times r, okay, and then as I told you earlier, you just type C out, control space, it will auto complete it for you. And then let's say we make a string that will show us this is the area, and we put a plus and then we put our variable area. Okay, so after you save the project by clicking save, we can now run it, and you see the area is 153.98. That's because we're using float. Okay, so I want you to make note of how many decimal points we are given. Almost this is 5. Okay, so what about if we change this variable to double? Okay, just this one alone, so that the area will be a double. This variable here will store a value in form of double. Remember I told you double can store a 64-bit, while area can store 32-bit. So let's see if the decimal point will change. So save it and run it, and you can see it, the decimal points have increased because double has a more big space. So that's why I told you, when you need more decimal places or precisions, double is more suitable. But when you need few decimal precisions, like when you're doing currency, float is more precise or more correct to use. So thank you for watching my video tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll show you in the next video how to represent hexadecimals and how to do standard and scientific notations. Thank you.